Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about 10 chic ways to display sentimental items in your home. You know that interior design is all about telling your story and sharing where you've been, who you are, and where you hope to go. I love it when I walk into someone's home and I can instantly feel their vibe. Their home is decorated with things that really speak to their story, sentimental items they've collected over the years, but it doesn't look like clutter. When you walk into my home, you can instantly tell who lives here. I decorate my home with things that I cherish most. I found really chic and clever ways to display them, so not only do they become a part of my interior design, but it gives guests a glimpse into my life and style. Many times people hold on to sentimental items, it's strewn all about the house. There's no real clear organized way where they display them, so all of a sudden it looks like a hoarder's paradise. Clutter becomes chaos, and then chaos obviously infiltrates your life and just depresses you a little bit more. What you want to do is wake up feeling inspired every day by things that you love, things that you've collected over the years, things that have sentimental value to you. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to display the item so you can cherish it for years to come. So we're standing in my home office, which has changed dramatically over the years. I used to have this really beautiful gallery of all of my personal projects and some personal photography I've collected throughout the years. And now it's become almost a keepsake of sentimental times and moments in mine and LaHub's life. A few of these images come from our honeymoon in the French Riviera in Paris. And every time I look at it, it reminds me of such a special time in our lives. Some of the more recent additions are from my maternity shoot, and clearly I am about to pop. I'm 39 weeks pregnant now, and I know that these pictures are going to be soon replaced with babies galore. But right now I really can cherish all the different moments in our lives, from our honeymoon to our wedding to our maternity shoot, and soon baby girl is going to be all about my new gallery. So one of the tips I have for you when displaying personal photography is after you take a picture of a really special moment in your life, whether or not it's from your honeymoon or your wedding, if you group them together in a gallery format, it has so much more impact than having one frame here, one frame here. It doesn't really tell your story and give the impact that an entire gallery would. So moving on to my favorite part of my entire home office, this little niche that I had cut out. When we first purchased the home, this wall was boarded up and there was a shelf from the hallway side. I had my contractor cut open a niche with the intent of me showing off my wedding dress. At that point, we weren't even engaged yet, but I knew in my heart that I really wanted my wedding dress on display. It was going to be such a sentimental moment that I wanted to cherish forever, especially in my home office, which I'm at every single day. You guys know that I've been style blogging for almost 10 years now, and these were some of the first pictures that LaHub's shot of me while we were on our honeymoon in the French Riviera. This one's from Paris, this one's from Eze Village, this one's from St. Paul de Vence. Even though it's just pictures of me, every time I look at it, I'm reminded of all of these memories that we've shared over the years, bonding through my blogging business, my interior design business, and now YouTube. I love that they hold such a special place in my heart. When you display them in a way where it's intentional and it vibes with the aesthetic of your space, it just means so much more. I used to have piles and piles of books and design magazines all over these shelves. Even though they are functional, since this is my home office, they no longer serve the purpose of inspiring me every day. You guys remember my fabulous baby shower that our friends and family threw for us just a few weeks ago. All of these decorative items are so sentimental to us because our friends and family made this. It became a part of the party decor, and then now it becomes a part of my home decor in my office. This was our welcome signage that guests saw when they first entered the party. These are the collection of books that I asked them to bring in lieu of cards. All of our guests signed it, so I know that when we read it to our baby, we're gonna be reminded of such a special moment at our shower. These hand-knit dolls were gifts from our family and friends. This is an image from my maternity shoot that I put on display at the baby shower as well. This is one of my favorite pieces from the entire event. My girlfriend Lonnie, who decorated the entire dessert table, made this a super beautiful dream catcher. We've got the baby's ultrasound pictures on here with the moon phases. I mean, I love that it was such a beautifully detailed custom piece that she handmade herself. And now it's become a part of my decor. My dogs are my fur babies. So after all of their passings, of course, I wanted to cherish their memory in a really sentimental way. So what I did was custom make little keepsakes and shadow boxes of their photos, their collars, their paw prints. It allows me to honor them in a really special way. Gojiro was a Chihuahua that my sister had gifted to me for my high school graduation. He was with me for about 9 years before he passed. And Ibisu we adopted. She was this really beautiful Chihuahua Papillon. And when I saw her picture, I wanted her right away. Unfortunately, she had some neurological damage, so we were only able to spend about 6 years with her. But she really was the sweetest little pup ever. And every time I look at her like big brown eyes, I literally can still feel her, you know? So sometimes you have those memories and the sentimental value of it just takes you right back to those moments. Mochi has been with La Hubs and I since the beginning of our relationship. You really can say that she was our first baby. Mochi we lost sadly just last year. She actually had some neurological problems as well, but we were able to spend 13 amazing years with her. And after she passed, we absolutely wanted to get a friend for Masubi, which is why you see Azuki, the new little black Pomeranian, all up in my stories. So, you know, there's a lot of love in this family, and I love to celebrate our love. I love to cherish the memories, even of those who passed. So we're standing at my bar display cabinet, and not only is it a place for some of our barware, but I've also displayed the baby's ashes here as well. The reason why I display their ashes is because I really want them to be a part of our everyday lives. Just because they're no longer physically here, it doesn't mean that they're forgotten. I've been able to bring them from home to home and space to space so that we will always keep them near and dear to our hearts. From the hallway leading into my bedroom, you'll see that I have this gallery display, and you're probably wondering, what is it? And that's the thing that I love about displaying sentimental values. It really encourages your guests to kind of come up close and personal and really investigate some of the decor items you've displayed throughout the home. So the story about this gallery is, it comes from one of the first trips that La Hubs and I took together when we first started dating. It was probably almost maybe like 13 years ago, where we went to New York on a trip, and I saw all these little greeting cards in a gift shop. The greeting cards had monkeys on them, and inside there were really like cute captions. We're both monkeys in Chinese astrology, and I thought it was just so cute to hang on to, and I didn't know what I was going to do with them. There's one card that says, "It's written in the stars that we're meant to be." Another one says, "Together we can overcome any bumps in the road," and I just thought they were so adorable. I actually hung on to these cards, and maybe 10 years later, when we bought this home, I had custom made these frames, these little labels, and matted the greeting cards. I wrapped it up and I gifted them to La Hubs for our housewarming present. He totally forgot that I had picked up these cards way back when in New York, and when he opened it, it was just a reminder of not only one of our first trips, but how far we've come. We're now standing between my dining room and lounge. What you'll see behind me is our wedding invitation on display. There are so many components to this wedding invitation that I hand designed myself, so of course it has sentimental value to me. Everything from the formal invitations, to the inserts, to the lace, to the gold brush artwork, and all the fonts. Like, I designed everything from beginning to end. So I know the painstaking time and effort that it took me to get this invitation sent out to all of our family and friends. So of course I wanted to cherish it. So instead of just throwing it in a junk drawer and forgetting it forever, I love that I have it on display. And every time guests come over, they always talk about our wedding, so it's just a really special memory for us. A lot of people don't like open shelving for the very fact that they think it always looks cluttered. If you organize your decor in a way where it shares your story, it just has more interest and value. We're now standing in my lounge where I have this open shelving with a lot of things on display. One of the key things that I absolutely love is this Chinese headdress that I wore for my wedding. My mom went to China and she bought this like over, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you, maybe like 25 years when I was like a wee little girl, and she had saved it for the day that I would get married. So of course when I got married, I mean, we were literally bawling because I knew how long it took us to get there and how long my mom had saved this for me. So I love having it on display. Not only does it remind me of the special bond that I have with my mom, but it reminds me of such a momentous occasion in my life. Here's another decorative piece you might remember from my baby shower. It's my favorite sign, Stay Wild Moonchild, and this is an ode to baby girl that's coming. When I custom made this piece, the intent was to put it on display in my home after the baby shower. What I hate is to throw these like extravagant parties, whether or not it's a baby shower, a birthday party, or a wedding, and then you throw out all of the decorative items that you custom made specifically for that event. The next time you purchase something or DIY something, think about all the ways that you can display it in your home afterwards so that you can remember it for years to come. And who can forget all of those beautiful flowers and foliage from the event? Pampas grass was one of the first things that I wanted to use because I knew I was going to recycle them. They're dry, so I could keep them forever, and they lend such a really beautiful bohemian luxe vibe to the aesthetic of my home. Let's talk travel photography. One of the things I always make a point to do is take a picture of a really beautiful landscape when I'm traveling. When I come home, I can blow up my favorite picture, put it front and center, and then it becomes the talk of the entire home. You guys might remember this image that I took when I traveled to Japan during cherry blossom season. It's in my kitchen home tour. It's still one of my favorite pieces in the house, and it's the first thing I see when I step into my kitchen. I love that it brings such fond memories of a sentimental trip that I took with La Hubs and all of our closest friends. It's a moment that I'll cherish forever because I have always wanted to visit Japan during cherry blossom season, and to be there during a time when it's spring and all the blossoms are falling, I cannot tell you what a magical memory it was. So next time you guys are on vacation, always think about taking a really beautiful landscape picture. You can blow it up, turn it into black and white, even like sepia tones to match your house and vibe. I hope this video inspired you to display all of your sentimental items in a meaningful way. If you're able to translate some of your most prized possessions into decorative items that you display throughout the house, then you have mastered one fine art of interior design, and that's all about sharing your story. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content and got some really good ideas, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have a sentimental item that you want to display, but you're not sure how. I would love to help you out with that. And of course, subscribe to my design channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.